Okay, good night, everybody. This is Dimi Shaw here, and we want to talk about why marriage doesn't last after dating for years. And this comes to mind when I remember a friend of my friend, sister, brother, uncle. How can this be possible if you've been living with this person and you know them like basically inside out, and it doesn't work after being married to the person? What's wrong with us? What's wrong with this relationship? Why after doing what God wants you to do, as in joining fingers together, I would say fingers because the ring, you spend your life with each other for eternity until you're dead, until you die, of course. Things don't last. Why? uh it's a big one. I might do a part two, but I don't promise. Alright, I don't promise you guys, but let's see the feedback. Alright, over the years you'll find out that people can live single for years, and whenever they get married they tend to break up or they tend to start having problems. Why does these things even happen? If you guys are living for years out of marriage, why has it suddenly become sudden or annoying to see somebody every day whenever you get married? We want to know why, and I know other persons want to know why. Now tonight I want to tell you why, because sometimes we tend not to understand. You're in a relationship and you don't live with the person, but you see the person like weekly, monthly, or maybe every 2 days or something to start. But what you did not know was, if you live with this person, you may get tired of one. If the person is of a different personality that you expected, and this will just pose a problem. Now, over the years, I've realized and I've looked around, I've read books, and I've seen it happen where, for example, I know this couple, they were living together for 13 years, and they suddenly they're married on the 20th year, and after that, it was like hell, and I don't know. It was very disturbing to know what become of the relationship after 20 years of living together. No, I don't know if it's the fact that they feel tied down, or they feel as if they have made a covenant that they want to break and they can't break. Some people, they don't do well in prison. They don't do well in living in imprisonment, meaning they don't do well in knowing that this person owns you, or this person ought to see you at this time of the night, and this person ought to know where you are at this particular time of the year. You understand? So people don't like tie down, or out of mistake in Jamaica, man government or whatever. They don't like that kind of commitment to say that they have signed this contract to be this one person, husband and wife, for a period of time, as until death do part. So I think this is the problem that we're having in today's society, that we can live together for years and don't feel discouraged or feel tired of somebody, or feel like they are clustering you, or annoying you, or whatever. This happens with mostly when you guys have experienced your life together, and things have happened in the past where you guys have to both give and take, as in forgive and forget, or try to forget, because most persons do forgive but they don't forget, and that's the part of life where we all face. Not everybody can forgive and forget, and not forgetting will hurt the sore from healing completely well. Alright, so I think that I must say that what we need to do to make these relationships fair or last as we want it to after marriage, living in common law and then marrying and losing it all. We want to stop this cycle. I think it's a cycle because it has happened over the years quite frequently than it should have. But we're the one that had to be blamed anyways. So just saying that we're all responsible for all these things that are happening in our society, the act in relationships. Remember that I'm just for relationship, guys. You know, my friend was just telling me that, you know, a relationship should be of 2 and not 3, 4, 5. But whenever you see you're in a relationship and you're getting cheated on or you're being cheated on, you know that's not a relationship, that's some partnership. Right? So people just remember that whenever you're in a relationship, that you should just keep it quite cozy on a level of 2 and no more. We don't want no odd number, alright? And no threesome either. So, but that was really what I wanted to talk to you about. I mean, the main reason I think people always drift away from the relationship after being married, after years meeting each other, is because they did not want to be at the point where they had to subdue to this person. So I think that's psychology, a challenge within we human beings, because we don't like to be imprisoned or to feel like we have to search, or to feel like we have to serve somebody, or we have to do this and we have to do that and we have to go by this and we have to go by that, like a recipe or a standard guidebook. Understand? So that's what we're facing, and we just have to face it. If we want to go into a relationship and marry, then so be it. We just have to have faith and pray about it. But otherwise from that, that's just the case, guys. Do have a good one. If I can keep writing your little suggestions and comments and stuff like that. Alright, thank you guys, and huggies.